Hello, my angels. How are you guys? Natija here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. All right, description down below for anything else and stamps. Lord, tripping over my words. But yeah, let's go ahead and see the truth about your connection, the connection on your mind. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this platonic and romantic, whatever it is. But we gonna go see the real truth. Okay. Let's go ahead. 111 222 333. Meditate. Okay, or think about which one you've been seeing. And let's go ahead and get right into this choose. Okay, pal 111. The energy. The way I just wanted to keep pulling cards for this, but I had to ground myself like, okay. Because this connection, the energy, like I'm literally hearing, I am so happy I found you in my life, okay? Both of you guys, your journeys have not been easy at all, okay? I'm seeing shows like Stranger Things coming up here, all right? That could be a sign, Stranger Things. Shows with the storyline of like either somebody moved to a town or like moved to a new place, they didn't have any friends, went to a new school, okay, and then they meet kind of like a soul tribe type of vibe, okay? But I'm also seeing like Mean Girls here, and I said this was going to be platonic or romantic coming up, just to clarify here, okay? But just in general, I feel like both of you guys at some point in your life felt like oddballs. Both of you guys have gone through a sense of injustice, trigger warning, bullying at some point in your life. Both of you guys have felt like very misunderstood, whether it be by your family, by your community growing up here. Okay, one of you or both of you could have done the whole fake thing, could have done the fitting in thing with some people, okay? But you guys went through like trials and tribulations socially, okay, maybe with family, all right? I'm hearing someone could be religious here, but there was a lot of like breaking ancestral patterns, but also this controversy here, okay? You guys could have gone through very lonely periods, okay? Maybe you're in one of those right now. You could have gone through periods of just feeling like, dude, like no one gets me, like no one understands me, okay? I don't know when I'm gonna find my person, when I'm gonna find my team. If this is a masculine you're dealing with here, okay, not condoning this type of behavior at all, but I feel like this masculine was like a jerk, okay? If there's like a third party here, like this person was like a jerk. Like that's what I'm saying to like their partners, okay? Maybe you've seen this side of them to a degree, but I feel like, I don't know why the guides are saying like whoever they got with, like there has just been this super unfulfilled energy, okay? And I don't know, that was like a very direct message, okay? But this person, their heart was really closed, and I feel like both of you guys definitely, I'm hearing, are going through a heart chakra opening, okay? This could be, if this is like a friend coming up here, if you're wondering if this is a true connection, 150%, 1,000%. Actually, I just pulled this oracle and it said, yes, this is your sign, okay? 1,050%, okay? You guys love each other, okay? And I feel like, so you guys have definitely had a past life together, okay? And you are so excited in this life. I'm hearing whatever block there was in the past life is no longer existent in this life, okay? So both of you guys are like, there's just this excited energy. You guys know those cousins, like, you know, when you get to go to your cousin's house and stuff like that. I feel like this person, they're just so excited to talk to you, okay? If you guys haven't been in a relationship yet, you guys are gonna talk like all the time. Like some people could find you guys annoying, or they could try to be like, oh, you're codependent and stuff like that. No, you guys are intentionally each other's best friend. But I don't feel like you guys are like toxic. I'm not saying you won't go through your times, because both of you guys are strong characters and you've gone through a lot. So you will definitely need a lot of grounding. You will need a lot of like, this may be that connection when it's really great, it's on top of the world. And honestly, I'm getting most of the time on a romantic level, it's really great. Even if this is a friendship, on a friendship level, it's really freaking great. Like it is. But when you guys do have a fight because you love each other so much, it will literally like, I don't want to say take you over. And honestly and truly, I think a lot of people are very quick to say toxic. I think relationship training has it's very confused in today's time. So like, just think about your story. I'm a couples therapy person. I believe in couples therapy. I believe in healthy options, but at the same time, the love, like, you guys will be terrified to lose each other. I am picking up, if this is romantic and you're in separation with this person, if they're avoiding you big time, okay, it's because they know deep down, like, you are the person that they will want to spend forever with. And I'm not trying to make you Delulu. I truly, deeply believe, like I said, I understand there's a lot of broken hearts, but in the world, and this is not for you to chase or attach yourself to someone, it's actually for you to love yourself more, okay, and sit in that self-honoring. But this person sees you as a wife, a husband, like, this person, they know what it was like. They know the feeling they got with you, and it terrified them because you guys are terrified to lose each other. I'm even hearing you guys could give each other a couple passes. Just like, I feel like, I don't want to say in a toxic way, like, what you could get away with, but for example, like, me and my best friend, you know, like, I pissed her off this week. I was, like, emotionally charged, and I said something and I wasn't thinking, and there were definitely friends that I think I had in my life that I did not love so deeply, like, at all, that, you know, whether they cut me off or I cut them off for something that I felt like was so petty. Because a true friendship, a true relationship, a friendship is a freaking relationship. You're gonna be like family. Like, that's my sister. You know what I mean? So literally, we just came to each other. We just both said we're sorry, you know, and we're sisters. That's it. You know, but I definitely, like, I had a friend earlier this year who that just wasn't the vibe at all. It was just kind of like, and we were like now meeting each other. I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work. Like, you know what I mean? So you guys are forever type of people. This is like, no, we're growing together. This is like, you're gonna be at my wedding, or I'm marrying you. Like, our kids are gonna be friends. This is like love, you guys. Okay, this is real. Another thing I'm getting is, like, you guys will have each other's back like no other. Like, no other have each other's back down bad, okay? Like, I'm picking up I'm also picking up really telepathic, okay? You guys will have dreams about each other. God forbid something happens to someone or something's off. Like, I'm hearing you guys can't lie to each other. Like, I'm hearing, like, your friend may just, not in a stalker way, just be drawn to, like, if they're driving somewhere, I mean, I know why I'm getting this vision. Maybe this happened with some of you guys. Even your partner, like, let's say they're going to work, they just may get an inkling to, like, turn back around. Like, there's this, I'm seeing 444, a lot of fours here, okay, and eights, okay? Something about four. Someone could be born in the fourth here. April could be significant. Scorpio season too. November, but there's something about 4 and 8. Someone could have 4 kids here. Someone could have a lot of kids here as well, or a big family. Okay, siblings is coming up here. I'm hearing middle child. Okay, now I'm channeling like all these. I'm a like heavy channeler person, but reeling it back in, there is this ferocious protective energy. I'm hearing you guys will see each other's blind spots. I'm also hearing like definitely someone, both of you, but somebody here is not the person to hold back communication wise. Okay, like, they will clock it. I'm hearing, like, let's say, you know, my best friend's kind of like that. Like, she's the type of person, if she doesn't like someone, there's no faking it. Like, she does not care. Like, she will be herself. She's gonna be true to herself. She's gonna dress true to herself. She doesn't care. Like, I'm not saying she doesn't honor dress codes, but she's the type of person that, like, she has a very big lion tribe. Like, she will literally physically move somebody out of the way for me. Like, absolutely not. I'm way more of the playful, like, golden retriever person, but she's like, but I can turn up and be the other person. This is how it is. I feel like you guys are going to balance each other out really, really well. I feel like there is this ultimate protector. If this is a partner, and I'm not going to lie, okay, I know everyone has a different dynamic, but this could be a partner that if you have any fake friends or anybody acting funny, they're going to say something. I'm just letting you know. Like, they're going to, like, honestly be the person. I'm not going to say they're always right, but you guys are going to be right about each other because you guys see the best in each other. You guys see how much each other, like, there's so much. I'm getting Queen of Pentacles and literally King of Pentacles here. You guys want each other to succeed, vice versa. You could see, like, certain friends they have, or, like, coworkers, whatever, or, like, you know, bosses, and be like, yo, those people are holding you back. They do not want the best for you. This is this type of energy here, okay? I'm also getting like a very big take care of you energy, especially the older you guys get. I'm seeing like a gift basket, like it's the sweetest things. I'm seeing like super conscious, super aware, super observant, okay? Like this is someone, I'm telling you right now, like once they're in, they're all in. Like this is like make sense family unit. It just goes like it fits, okay? And I'm also hearing if anybody tries to play you guys, they're literally stupid. Like this is the connection. And I'm not saying we didn't go into all of that, okay? But this is the type of connection that, again, if someone tries to play you guys, even they will know they're not even gonna get half. They're gonna get not like they're it's not even gonna compare to the slightest. You guys give you are my person. You are my person. Sorry to that man. Sorry to that girl. Like, this is this vibe, okay? Like, there is no coming in between this type of relationship, this type of friendship. There is no lying. Like, this would be really dumb. This is Lion Tribe. This is heavy. I'm also picking up, like, heavy Capricorn here, but there is a seriousness. I'm also seeing a little bit of that Taurus possessiveness, but I'm not saying that things don't have to balance out, because with this type of connection, it will. Honestly, I feel like there's going to have to be a lot of grounding and healthy communication and like discipline to a degree, all right? Because you guys are very afraid to lose each other, but I don't feel it getting. You guys are on a growth timeline, and there was so much growth that you had to do by yourselves. Like, life was not easy for you. You guys have had to be this is not a life was not easy and now you guys are just like wounded and like trauma bond. No. This is like life was not easy, but there was a Saturn like energy, and I just saw 1111 as I said that, and you guys had to like mature. Like, you don't have a choice. There was so much you had to deal with independently. And I know that there may be some resentment for that, especially if you guys are dealing with that type of energy now. But what I'm hearing I just heard like a direct message from the universe. It's because you guys want the best out of life. And I will say there's a heavy disciplinary, like, I'm literally hearing people would be so, especially the older you guys get, so lucky to have even just a cup of coffee with you, because you guys are so wise. First, you guys are very old souls, but second, I'm picking up this energy of just like wisdom. Like, you guys are so wise, but not, again, wise and drained, like wise and content. Like, a lot of you guys right now, if life is really heavy, and I could be seeing that, you're going to get to this place of contentment. You may think like, oh, it took my joy, it drained me. No. Like, you're going to get to this place of like such healthy detachment and nonchalance and like just responding to things versus reacting, and like true, like I'm hearing like some of you guys are really funny. And not even in a deflection, like you are just going to be that person where things don't faze you anymore. And it's like, this is like the image of like an actual healthy person. And I don't mean that you won't have emotions or you won't have days, but not like before. Not like, oh my God, why I'm in life, like the world is ending. I don't see that at all. I see you guys just being super mature, super grounded, valuing life a lot more, okay? Like, really valuing the little things. I just saw something about like scrapbooking, or like some of you guys are going to get into these like hobbies, okay? Because there's something here about a very alchemic journey and your nervous system really just balancing. I just also heard a message, if this is romantic, like the intimacy is gonna be bomb, okay? But yeah, if this is a friend, this friend is like very protective, especially when it comes to romantic relationships with you guys, okay? I definitely feel like there could have been a really, really sad stories in love. Maybe this friend was around for certain things, but they are like, again, I told you, this ferociously protected, and they're right, by the way. Like, they're right. So, you may have some people tempt you. Maybe some people also, I'm hearing, also watch people who immediately go, because I'm just seeing these karmic energies, energies that like look at your partner and be like, I don't like, if you have a friend, they're like, I don't like them. And I don't mean like in a jokey, like brother, sister way or something like that, or vice versa. No, I mean like if you have someone and they're just like, yeah, I don't like them, like for no reason. Clock that T. If you have what was I gonna say? Okay, I just like blanked out here. If you meet someone and then all of a sudden you have another friend that goes like, oh, like I don't really, vibe with them, or you just notice people acting weird, it's straight jealousy. That's what Spirit is saying. It's just straight jealousy around your connection. So there is that sense here because this is really divine, and it's like, you guys, this is a connection on growth. This is like the realest it can get, okay? Yeah, 100%. I'm definitely picking up also this energy around financial support. Oh, this was a main message I was getting. You guys, like, this is what happens when you're in a healthy connection. You guys learn to value yourself. There is an illuminated second house here, an illuminated, like, heavy Taurean energy here, okay? A lot of earth here, but specifically, there is this energy around you guys, honestly, making money. I mean wealth, I mean luxury, I mean the best experiences, the best hotels. I mean like growing financially. Some of you guys could have a family business with this person. If this is a best friend, this is someone who also is meant to be very successful if you did not already meet them in a successful field. Okay, like in a field that like I'm hearing like you could very much meet this person already in a certain space. Like there is something here, especially about y'all's journey, about healing a relationship with finances that's coming up here. But I don't like, no. This is like the come up type of relationship. This is like that's my best friend. She a real bad dude. I don't own money. She don't need, like, this is this type of energy of not just, oh my God, Kiki, like, no, we're going on vacation. It's giving, no, like, we're going to events. Like, we're living with a capital L. Okay, like, this is like you guys inspire each other to be your best self. I'm also picking up someone here could be going back to school or could be drawn to go back to school. Like there's just super supportive energy. Another thing I'm getting is like you guys are not gonna lie to each other. Okay, you're not gonna lie to each other. If someone could be better, you're gonna be like, I'm literally hearing the quote, no, it's Drake's song. I had someone tell me I fell off. No, oh, I needed that. Ooh, off tune. But it's like, I feel like they're gonna be that person. If they see you like falling off, they're gonna be like, in the right way for you. I just heard also they complete your love. Like, this is like a message. But in the right way for you, they're gonna tell you fell off. Like, vice versa. They're gonna tell. I'm also hearing something about like, your family members may call them. Oh my God, 144 on my clock. I've been seeing 144 everywhere. Chosen one energies. You guys are chosen ones. This is why. So if like I'm hearing like they may be close with your family or vice versa, or your siblings or something. Like this is family. Like your family may call them. Or vice versa, if something's up, like I just say, or they may call your family. Like I'm hearing, like I'm gonna tell on you, but it's good. Like there is just growth. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, growth, best life, health, prosperity. This is blessed. This is given by God. So even if you guys give each other a headache or you get a little tissle, whatever, it would be crazy because you guys would know. I'm not saying codependency, but I'm saying some blessings, some friendships, some loves is once in a lifetime. This is one of them. Some things in life is a once. You ain't gonna get this many times, friend. Like, this is not duplication. This is one of a kind. Cherish it. Clock it. Okay? Like, ooh. Okay, this is kind of morbid, but and we may not want to think about this. I'm going to talk about the end of life here, okay? So if you're really sensitive to that, don't listen to this. But I am hearing, like, something about a eulogy. I'm not saying someone's going to go young, no, but I am just picking up, like, this lifelong energy. I see old, okay? Lifelong energy. If this is your partner, like, I'm, not only that, if this is a friend, even, I'm just seeing, they're going to, like, spend on you, babes. Like, I'm just saying vice versa. You guys are going to spend on each other, especially as you grow financially. This is also someone who wants to celebrate you. Like, I'm hearing surprise parties. I'm hearing, like, dinner. Like, they want you to have the best of the best. I'm literally getting the song, I'm so proud of you. Okay, like, they want to spend on you. They want to celebrate you. They, like, it's giving trophy, but not in an unhealthy way. Vice versa. Like, that's my friend. That's my girl. That's my guy. Okay, direct deposit coming up too. Like, there is a sense here of them just like, not in a weird way, but like sending you money. Okay, direct deposit. I'm also hearing when it comes, if you guys have had weird situations where you went on vacation, or, you know, all those birthday dinner and stuff dilemmas, or friends are weird, or like freaking Venmo you for like $5 or something like that. I know everyone's in a different financial place, but like, whatever. I see you guys just having such a healthy relationship with money. You're not gonna, like, nothing about money is gonna be weird here. I'm not saying you're not gonna have discussions, but I feel like this is gonna be something, and maybe some people may be really triggered by that, because there's just not going to be anything weird around money. Like, it's not even going to be it's going to be a no-brainer if you need help, or vice versa, or if you buy them something, or it's like you guys are going to be at this place, or it's like, hey, I'll take you out to dinner. Even as a friend, like, I'm going to take you out to dinner and you take me out to dinner. Like, there's not going to be this weird energy around money, because let me tell you, lessons learned with some friends, even for me, very strange. People get very strange when you talk about money. Very, very strange. And I'm a Taurus, and I'm a Leo rising and a Libra. I have more of a healthy relationship with money. I really do. Getting healthier, but I will say I definitely have been like, okay, the way that I view things is not how other people view it. Everyone has a different financial status, but honestly and truly, even though that is a thing and you have to have compassion for people, let me tell you, values are really important, because some people just can be very manipulative. But yeah, there is this heavy level of discernment. You guys are just each other's lucky charm. I'm also hearing you guys are the type of people, like, you'll have ideas for each other. Like, if they're like, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to create, you're both gonna have ideas for each other. You're both gonna be like, oh, you should do this, and then it blows up. Or you should post this, it blows up. Like, oh, you know, you should make this move. But again, there's no weirdness. There's no, oh, I helped you come up and now, nah. And I feel like this is such a big deal for you guys. This is because I want to make it very clear. If you guys are on this journey and you're feeling alone right now, you guys have healed. Like, this is the biggest blessing from God, and it did not come in easy. But when I say this is giving, God prepared y'all. This is giving, like, God is saying, like, yo, I really equipped you guys with such discernment, okay, with such wisdom, with such discipline in a way here, with such emotional maturity, okay, and maturity and love and self-love, because you guys healed, you guys have self-respect, you've healed your relationship with yourself, you've gone through the crazy, you've gone through the weird, you've gone through the half-ass. Now you're just kind of like, you got that relationship with yourself, and this is God's green check mark, like, this is it. But you do have to understand, like, the value of these kind of relationships, because this is not, you know. So, yeah, you're going to feel very safe with this person. Your body's going to naturally open up with them. There is something about a new cycle, though. So even if this is a friend, I just feel like there's a significant shift in success coming in here. Another thing, too, in terms of timeline, you could have a win and the friend could have a win. I just love this. Like, I'm hearing this is like the praying. Like, you guys pray for each other. You guys definitely, like, pray for each other before you go to sleep when you wake up. This is beautiful. You could have a win and the friend could have a win too. Okay? 100%. Love it. Okay? I just heard, like, I got options. But not in a bad way. Like, I don't know why I just keep seeing hotels. I just keep seeing, like, wow. In a good way. In a good way, okay? Helping each other make decisions, all right? All right, you guys, I'm gonna go because that was long, but I loved it so much, okay? So, sending you guys love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, pal 222, the way I had to pause and take a deep breath before this reading, like, I literally paused as soon as I was gonna do the reading. I would, like, started walking around, and I was like, I felt like I needed to fill up my cleanse bottle. I put, like, extra sage in it, but I could just feel this connection was, like, anxiety, but not good anxiety. And I'm hearing this could be, this could be someone you're no longer talking to anymore, especially if this is, like, a friend. I'm also picking up heavy work vibe, coworker, but oh my God, the absolute anxiety. I'm hearing walking on eggshells. I'm being reminded here of someone I used to talk to, but, like, let's talk about this, because the interesting thing is that this connection, even if this was a friendship, was never destined to be that deep, and it should have never been that deep. This connection would have been so much better as a party friend, because I actually am picking up, like, at some points you guys can be really lighthearted in your inner child. There's almost this kind of like, I don't know why I'm saying influencers could be significant here, but like there's this energy of like, you do your thing, I do my thing, and but not the other part. Not if we come together it's a great thing. No, there's no coming together very deeply, because it's like you guys are both, I gotta say, powerhouses, hard-headed, still getting the earth sign energy here, but I'm also getting a lot of fixed sign energy. Leo could be significant, but something that you both had to learn is that you do not want the same things in life, and you are not meant to attract the same. You're just not meant to go on the same journey. You don't want the same lifestyle. You don't have the same definitions of things. Like, this is a recipe for disaster if you try to make fetch happen. And I feel like this is something, because both of you guys actually it's like you both are on your paths. Let's say it's like two people on a road trip, right? And it's like you're both on your paths, you're driving on the road trip, and you get to a rest stop. And you're both at this bar, and you like see each other, and it's like it's just supposed to be that one conversation. You know, you both can have words of wisdom in there. You both can vibe a bit. You're just supposed to be that person you meet on the journey, you appreciate. In this way, there was a word that I really didn't like growing up, but I did have to learn as well too for myself. This is like the class friend. This is who you meet and you talk. This is your coworker. You talk to them. So cool. Do not try to intertwine your lives, because the second you both start to recognize each other's values, you know, maybe it's going to be religion, maybe it's going to be culture, maybe it's going to be political. That could be a thing here as well too. It's, although you both could have something to learn from each other, I don't feel like any of you will ever fully fold on each other's values. Like, go back on your values. Like, there's only so much wiggle room here, okay? Because to a degree, it's not necessarily that you're both, I do think like you're both meant to learn something from each other, you know? But I even pick up this cloaked energy. I just feel like, and it's interesting because right before I picked up my ancestral deck here, and I keep cleansing, I have to stop. But it makes me nervous. Like, there's a nervous energy, because I feel like at some point on the journey with this person, you both would go, oh, I effed up. Like, I had that moment at the beginning of this year with someone. I was like, oh, like, completely went left. Like, oh, no, this is, get out of here. I feel like you both will have this moment, or one person, or just you being like, oh no. And it's like the really awkward moment when you introduce them to someone, or you're at the dinner table, or God, you're on vacation or something like that, and you recognize, oh, we are two completely different people. And it's not even one of those compromise, let's just talk this out. No, this is very much, we were never supposed to go to the same destination. All of a sudden, like I said, you were at the rest stop, on the freeway, on the road trip, on the vacation. You know, it's not supposed to go back, okay, into real life. All right, we're not supposed to all of a sudden start, you know, sharing numbers, and then, you know, all of a sudden like, oh, we'll hang out, you know, follow each other. You don't have the same map. It's no, it's gonna go bad. I'm also seeing Spirit is just laughing at this though, in a sense, because I do think if this is something really heavy with you guys right now, you will look back and laugh at this. You will. I feel like this is gonna become something, because it's something that you just recognize is kind of ridiculous. And I think the lesson here, heavy Ace of Swords energy, the Ace of Swords is about truth, but it is about that truth that like it can be a bit of a cutthroat truth, okay? It is a truth about life. I think this is a life lesson thing of like, hey, You can meet someone and you can have a great moment with them. They can be so kind. You can meet someone and like you can have chemistry. You know, you can just vibe with them in that moment. But sometimes a moment is just a moment. Okay, I'm even seeing for some of you guys, maybe it's when you get on the Instagram or you get on the social media and you just recognize that they into some stuff, and it don't even gotta be like that bad, but you're just not into it. And I feel like a lot of you guys, there's a big throat chakra opening here. Some of you guys could have air in your chart, and I'm laughing at this, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because maybe some of you guys really had to learn to be honest with yourself. If this was a connection that went bad, or if this is something, honestly, a part of you is compromising yourself. A part of you is compromising yourself. You're not being straight up. Maybe you saw some things you're like, oh, I don't really vibe with that, or I don't really whatever. And maybe this is not, I don't even want to, because maybe, honestly and truly, I feel like especially air placements, I think there's something very distorted around friendships where air is already a very, except for Aquarius, which is a fixed sign, which has its own things. It's a different conversation. But even I've had Aquarius friends like this too. Air is a very interesting energy sometimes where, especially Libra, there is this, I feel like, innate belief that the world has an expectation from you to be everything to everyone and to have to be so accepting and go with the flow with everything. And it's like, although on the surface that can make life look like, oh, you know, at least you get all these invitations and at least, you know, everyone likes you, you can end up in some really bad situations like that. Like, this is very much, you are not for everyone, and everyone is not for you. This is a lesson, and that's okay. I feel like you guys, if you're experiencing this connection now, or if this was a connection in your past, this is supposed to be a part of, like, Spirit is just showing me the image again of the road trip. It's supposed to be before a very pivotal moment of growth. Another key indicator, this person could remind you of someone in your past. It could remind you, it's a test of a lesson that, to see if you've learned it already. Okay? It could, like, this is someone, they may even look like or sound like it sounds so strange, but I was thinking about this earlier. I had a friend who literally, like, spoke French, like, reminded me of my ex-French roommate, and I kid you not, I did not learn the lesson with this friend. Like, I did the same exact thing, honestly and truly. But I understood afterwards why I had to go through that again, because when I took a step back, I was like, oh my God, it was the same thing twice. This is one of those things. This is a history is repeating itself. This is like, you've seen this movie before, you know how it ends. And in no way do you have to treat this as super dramatic. You don't have to do that. I think there's a level of detachment that for whatever reason, before your next chapter, you need to learn. I would see this for a lot of, now going back to that influencer conversation, for a lot of people who are meant to be very successful. When you're very successful, you do have to interact with a lot of people. There's a lot of meetings, there's a lot of talks, there's a lot of invitations, you know, there's a lot of plans that need to happen. There's a cordialness here. Okay, you cannot be an extremely paranoid, you can be protective and discerning, you have to be, but paranoid person, all right, because you gotta interact, you gotta connect to get, you know, connect the dots, get to somewhere. And I feel like maybe there's this lesson with this person of, like, Spirit is trying to teach you that things don't have to be this dramatic. Like, someone doesn't have to be an all the way bad person, but they may not be the best person to intertwine with. They may not be the best person to work with. They may not be the best person to share your plans with. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is like this type of lesson. They may not be the person to bring home, to, you know, invite to everything. And maybe you guys needed to learn and not feel bad about this. I'm also hearing some of you guys really had to learn lessons about releasing guilt, okay? Because and shame around just choosing yourself. But either way, if this is something that, again, was like really heavy, you're gonna be fine. But I'm also getting, just in a past life level, I feel like this is definitely a karmic, but I feel like you guys, someone did someone wrong here in the past life, okay? Specifically, I feel like it was them, and I'm not just saying this because I'm talking to you guys, but I do, like, they did you wrong in a past life. There's, like, these very interesting ego debts here. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I feel like this person and you guys could have either wanted the same things, wanted the same goals at some point, or this is someone also, they would never be able to be fully happy for you. I just want to make that clear. Like, they'll be happy for you if you stay in your place, because I'm getting Eight of Swords energy. If you stay in your place, no problem. If you like excel, but you don't excel in like a crazy way, no problem. The second you start to go out of bounds, the second you start leveling up and actually like succeeding with flying colors, it's not going to work out. And honestly and truly, I'm not getting this from your side with them. I just think that you guys had two very different values. I feel like when I'm picking up from them, their values aligned with materialism in a heavy way, and this is something that you guys had to learn too. Someone here could be an extreme perfectionist. If you were dealing with a feminine, I'm picking up that they were really in their masculine energy, and this was actually like, I'm getting like this was actually something for you to look at and be like, I don't want to be like that. Now, again, they're going towards their journey to get to whatever they need to get to. Like, it's going to be authentic. Like, it's either they continue like that and they get what they want, or they realize it's not worth it. I am leaning more towards, this was to guide you guys more into your feminine energy. This was to guide you guys more into your heart space, because I definitely pick up an extremist or a super perfectionist, maybe even a judgy type of personality from them, like just very pessimistic, nitpicky, all these whatever. And I feel like you guys were supposed to be like, yeah, nah, like I need to no, like I feel like it's like you guys maybe were letting certain things in life make you become a bit Cruella de Vil, and you met this person with this very extreme, like my ex-roommate was a Virgo, I'll give you that example, and they had that very like literally would walk around purposely with a RBF. Like, there's people who may have just natural RBF. No, they extremely did it. And people would come up to me and complain and be like, I don't like the energy she gives off is horrible. And she wouldn't be like that with me. But at the same time, because I would be in my feminine energy with her. But I feel like this is a lesson for you guys. We both have masculine and feminine energy, to just not let life make you become so strategic and so uptight, especially if this isn't a work situation here, or like goals or content creation, whatever this is. Like, it's like, do not let the material world make you become this detached, disconnect, because you're just not going to be happy like that. At least you're not going to be happy. Who knows about them? Like, let them go in their path. But you're definitely, I'm also hearing the word divergence. There's this like Hunger Games energy. I don't know, but like, I feel like for your lesson, it was an opportunity to be like, like this is, I'm also getting, I don't know why I'm seeing, and I feel like it's almost their higher self coming through. Okay, they keep showing me this very specific image at the bar, and it's like I'm seeing their higher self years from now. It's really interesting, a little bit creepy how I'm seeing this, but like years from now, being like, dude, this is how I ended up. Don't be like me. Or go on your journey. Like, I'm hearing like an old wise person talking to, because this person actually is very intelligent, like, and they have like a part of their life mission is to be very wise, and maybe they'll become a teacher or something, but like in a way that is from their own life lessons and learning. Okay, I'm hearing alchemizing them, because I don't see them, again, I'm not getting a bad person here. I'm just getting a person who has to learn a very significant lesson around self-worth. Same for you, because I feel like a lot of you guys are really insecure about certain things. Like, you were way too hard on yourself. So you met someone that like embodied this hardness, and it's like, or this perfectionist or whatever this is. If this could be like, if this is like a lover, this person could be like a star boy, whatever, but like a super perfectionist, unrealistic type of energy. This was for you to accept yourself and be like, listen, like, I accept myself. It's not that big of a deal. Like, this is this type of vibe, bring you more into your heart space, and also recognize what you didn't want. Okay, because there's such a key energy of like, maybe you even felt kind of triggered and competitive with them. I'm not even gonna lie, like maybe you felt that way. Maybe you put them on a pedestal, or you're like, wow, like maybe you were like super impressed. But there's this like clear message of you recognizing like, we don't want the same things, and I don't want to attract those things. Okay, maybe it's not bad. Maybe you just don't care about what they care about. Maybe they're the type of person, maybe someone here wants to live in like a high-rise condo in New York City and, be super that type of like modern apartment, and maybe you guys want a house with a backyard and like, what I mean? Like maybe you guys just want completely what you do, different things. This was literally like, this needed to happen to get into that alchemic manifestation energy so you guys could come back home to yourself, so you could actually receive the things that you want and the things that will make you fulfilled, okay? But I don't pick up this person as a bad person. I just think you're supposed to go in two different paths. I do have this F being nice, okay? I do feel like when you met this person, though, they were really in their shadow. And I'm not taking accountability from you, but I just am getting this energy from them. Like, they were in their ego disguise. Like, I don't know. They have their own thing. They have their own thing. I feel like after this shift, though, there's so much really positive energy coming from, like, after you make peace with this shift and you learn this lesson, there is a spirit is showing me roses. Love could honestly come into this. Could be like a twin flame lesson of you recognizing, yeah, I'm gonna stay true to myself. I don't need all this whatever to receive love. I'm also getting like, you guys honestly could just start inviting a lot of warmth into your life and positivity. I'm also getting like yeah, I just keep getting this energy. I'm getting this from them, though. Their side. I don't know if they told you this, but you probably really triggered them, too, because you guys reminded them of someone. Specifically, I just heard someone that passed away, or you reminded them. You guys really opened up. You were an opportunity to open up their heart space, but not heal with them. Ooh. Heal with you. They were never meant to, because there was something very emotionally triggering about you guys. You guys could have reminded them, you brought up a lot of abandonment wounds for them. You could have reminded them of someone who passed away, or someone, especially maybe an adult or something, like parents, very sensitive for me to say that they don't talk to anymore, they don't have a good relationship with. And you could literally look like them. Maybe you're the same sign as them. Maybe it's just your energy. Maybe it's your youthfulness. You could also just remind them of their inner child that they're very disconnected to. But it's like the unraveling process of that. You were never supposed to be there about. Okay, I'm also hearing something about a song. Maybe you shared a song, but I don't know. Some of them, this seems so sensitive that they either never told you this, or maybe they told you this. Maybe they were like kind of hesitant with you too, because it's kind of like, oh, I'm hearing you remind me, like, you remind me of a girl that I once knew, see her face whenever, like, you guys and maybe this took them a very long time to process, but I do think you guys both reminded each other of something. But again, kind of like similar energy, different process, completely different destination, okay? Like, leave that where it's at. But I hope that made sense, you guys. That's it. Like, you guys are going to be shifted in a much better path, and a better path that's for you. Wish them well, because honestly, I think they're just very wounded, and, spirit is trying to guide them back home to themselves. But yeah, love you guys. See you guys later. Bye. Okay, pile 333. First off, I took such a long pause before I got into this reading, like a long, like almost like 30 minutes before I got into this section here. The number one thing I'm hearing is I was not expecting this. Now, I do feel in my heart that this is a soul connection that I'm reading for, but your egos would have wanted this to be karmic at some point, okay? You guys really triggered each other. And I'm also hearing, like, depending on the reader, maybe even some readers would have read this as a karmic connection, but it is a soul connection, okay? Remember, platonic or romantic, whichever one you're reading for. This connection was to both get you guys to see there's a lot of nervousness here. There's a lot of hesitation. I would be surprised if there wasn't a huge separation, or just like always this energy of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, questioning this here, okay? From both your ends, really questioning it, maybe even having to talk to God about it, okay? Like really not being sure. Because this connection was to get you guys both to see something within yourself that you really did not want to see. I actually feel like in this life, it's actually 2:42 on my clock. Look up angel number 2:42. But that's a lot of second house energy. That's Taurus energy, which has been a very significant energy in this whole read. But Taurus energy, fourth house is Cancerian energy. When I both see those two energies coming together, I think of the inner child. 4/8 Scorpio energy, transformation, okay? But a very young inner child, there's certain parts of yourself that were like before the age of 10 that were necessary for your life development. But I pick up even, this was a very sensitive connection because you guys detach from that parts because of trauma that happened before the age of 10. Deep trauma that happened, okay? So this person was to help you bring back your soul fragments, vice versa. Okay, it was coming back home to yourselves. All of a sudden I heard Taylor Swift, the song Invisible String. Like, there's not only just with this person, but like there's a whole part of you. There's a whole soul fragment here that's into certain music, into certain hobbies, into certain things that you've put to the side, or it's too sensitive. It's like Pandora's box. It like went in Pandora's box here. Childhood dreams, activities, okay, dreams and wishes. Now, y'all's journey has been very uncomfortable, I gotta say, just in general, because I got the Four of Wands in the reverse, which is telling me that so much of your journey has been a lot of recognizing what you do not want, but really thinking that you wanted a certain thing, whether it been a person, a lifestyle. Some of you guys, like, this could have been depending on how, if you have been doing soul work or if you haven't been doing soul work, okay? Like, it would be much easier if you're doing shadow work, all right? This, the timeline shifts would be faster, I'm hearing. But if you haven't been doing soul work, this could come out as a bit painful, okay? Because, and on both sides, because what could happen with this is like, this is the type of energy with someone who like works so hard to like get into a certain college or get a certain job, or, you know, and like puts in the work because the ego is just like, there's this overdrive, puts in the work to get certain things, and you get it and you recognize, oh my God, I've been working for so long, I've blood, sweat, and tears, and this is not what I want. This is this type of energy of you guys have actually quite limited yourself and you disconnected from yourself to a degree that you put these goals, or you're like trying to just, you've put these goals, you've set yourself up, okay, in a way for you to recognize what you do not want. It's the type of people that, you know, could move somewhere. This is a very specific message, but literally could move somewhere. And like I said, and it's not to scare you guys, but you could move somewhere, you could make a decision just for you to recognize this is not what I want at all. Like, this is where you guys, and it's scary. I think that's why it took like 30 minutes before I did this, because the tower didn't come out, but it was at the back of the deck. And it didn't come out because it's not the tower. It's not destructive. It's first of all, I definitely feel like this pile is meant to, okay, or had spiritual awakenings where you really had to lean on faith, especially in transitionary times. If this has not happened yet for you guys, just know that it will happen. Not to scare you, but it will. You will go through a transitionary time where you're like, wait, what the hell? I don't know. Like, you just know that you have to leave behind something, and you have to trust the divine to get you to the next step, and they will. Because specifically, we're dealing with, I'm hearing like you didn't do anything wrong, and I'm not saying don't take accountability for the actions you've taken in your life, but it would make sense that you close off this part of you, that you didn't want to see this part of you because of the trauma. So there wasn't justice here. It's not so much of like, oh, you were just living in your ego. And because some of you guys generally were just trying to do what you were supposed to do, get the 9 to 5, pay your bills, whatever. You've shut off this part of you. But things definitely, this could be the type of twin flame where you had a spiritual awakening, okay, like they were a catalyst to your spiritual awakening here, and then you guys like just had this separation, because I just keep hearing things got weird, like not just like, oh, weird with the person, but weird spiritually. This is a type of person that comes around the spiritual awakening, or even if they were always there, something is very significant, very close to the time that you started to awaken, okay? And life started to unravel. And this story is going to be very, very different depending on where you guys were in your healing journey. For some of you guys, if you were already doing like therapy and stuff like that, I feel like separation could have been shorter. For others of you guys, there could have been a huge unraveling process. Also heavy needing to heal the root chakra here, okay? I'm also picking up heavy water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming up here. But this is like, this person is a part of this key to enter the life. I'm literally seeing Alice in Wonderland could be very significant for you guys. Also Harry Potter. Anything that has to do with shifting into different dimensions, because it literally is a timeline shift and is shifting into different dimensions for you guys that you never could have expected. You never would have even chosen for yourself. Your inner child did, but logically, you've been living life so logically that you wouldn't have ever anticipated this type of friendship. You wouldn't have, it's like literally the divine had to put you, it had to be orchestrated. I'm also seeing twitches. You know, twitches, how It Is the First Twitches, okay? If you guys saw that movie with Tia and Tamara, there's this part where the spirit guides, I call them, but yeah, they're guides. Basically, for Tia, put the sign, you know, like keep putting signs for her to walk into the store so she could meet Tamara. Okay, I know that's not their name in the shows, but so she could meet Tamara, and like Tia just keeps trying to walk, and it's like, that's what I feel like your guides have done, because you guys were so stubbornly like in your lives. No, like, you're just trying to do what you're trying to do. You're trying to survive, but you were so in survival mode, just like going about your lives, that like this needed to be orchestrated. Like the divine intervention in this is crazy. Like it really needed to be orchestrated in a super cosmic way. And I'm also hearing just like the energy. If you guys are in separation right now, or you're not talking to this person, definitely there will be a reconciliation in another really cosmic way. Like everything about this is gonna give validation, confirmation, receipts, timelines. Because if it's not, like, I feel like you guys will very much question this. Now, this person, I'm also picking up, there could be something here that's, like, interracial. You could question this so much because of, it could require a risk. This connection could be long distance. It could be interracial. This could have been an internet connection. This could have been someone that you feel like has a completely different lifestyle than you. But little do you know that quote-unquote different lifestyle, even with them, you guys have a part of the puzzle for each other, for your fulfillment. And it's not saying that you are half a person, but it is saying that you are learning about who you are. There's an eat, pray, love thing. Some of you guys literally need to watch this movie, because it's like, you're just trying to go on your journey. Okay, you're soul searching. You meet this person that's from a completely different life, or, you know, that even maybe some of you guys, this person could have been someone that's a part of your childhood, especially, like maybe you knew them growing up, but you tried to block it out. Because there's something about their behaviors. It's something about like this is like your childhood was very, very sensitive, and you tried to like run away. You tried to just like become someone different. Like you just wanted to get energetically, physically, emotionally away from this. And I feel like that's why I'm seeing a lot of water sign here. I would be surprised. This person really could have a water sign in their chart, or there's something, especially Pisces, Cancer energy. But this person was to bring you back to that emotional space, okay? It could be an industry they work in too. Like there's just something very significant about something you tried to get away from, something that you felt like, you know, maybe there's a wound around like not belonging here, okay? Like there's some type of wound, inner child wound here, and this person represents it, all right? And yeah, I am picking up long distance for a lot of you guys here, long distance, or at least like a very just big distance from what you would have chosen. I do see this person being heavily involved in your life, especially physically, like a year from now, right now. I do also see some of you guys could be getting into a relationship with this person soon, okay? If this is a friendship, I do pick up this energy of just like an upgraded version of this friendship. So, because I'm still picking up this distance between you guys. Okay, like if you're coming and you're questioning this person, like it's actually going to get much deeper. This connection is going to get deeper, but this was a very sensitive connection. I feel like you guys had to purge a lot. So even if this friend was in your area, maybe there was a thing like you both were really busy. Like I feel like that was divinely guided because of the sensitivity around you guys. This is love. You guys love each other. It's just a growing love. It's a love that is very sensitive to face because you guys have gone through so much emotionally and there's been a lot of disappointment. So it's kind of like you both. I was thinking about vampires right before this, and I'm thinking about the Vampire Diaries. Both of you guys kind of learned how to turn your emotions off to get through life. 252, a lot of mirrored energy, especially heavy twin flame here. The 5 is Leo energy now coming up here, okay? But you guys both learn to turn your emotions off. You guys learned a heavy survival mode. Turn your humanity off a bit, okay? Just to get through things. So, like, honestly and truly, for some of you guys, especially if you're feeling very lonely, because I'm getting, like, 9 of Swords energy coming up here, I do feel to a degree, okay? I don't know, I kind of feel like to a degree, some of you guys really sensitive, but you could feel very disconnected from your soul tribe in general. And none of it is your fault. None of it is your fault, and none of it's saying that you don't deserve, okay, to be around them. It's just kind of like when it came to y'all's emotional system, there was a lot of sensitivity in terms of your emotional processing. A lot of you guys, vulnerability is very tough for you. Okay, so it's like, I'm not saying you needed to cry alone, but there was a lot of purging. There was a lot of tears here on both your sides. There was a lot of tears. You guys are going to have a very soft life and love. Like, there's like, some of you guys, for example, could be like, oh, I don't like PDA, or I don't like physical touch. And then, like, you get with this person, even if this is a friend. I'm hearing, like, if this is a friend, some people may think that you guys are, like, you know, like gay, or you know what I mean, like, and not a, you know what I mean, but some people may think that because you guys are just gonna, like, the love is gonna be like physical, you know, not in a weird way, just, but like physical, super lovey-dovey. Like, this love is gonna be insane, even if you guys come from 2 different places, okay? But it's like really loving. I feel like this person, you know, they're just really, you are a dream come true for them, but I feel like they needed to, it's kind of sad. They needed to remember their dreams, though. They needed to remember that they can have dreams, because there was such heavy survival mode. So it's like, with you, they always admired you, I have to say. Like, they always admired you, you always admired them. But I feel like you both had to learn, like, it's okay for you to dream. Yes, life has responsibilities, bills, and stuff like that, but it's okay for you to dream. It's okay for you to believe that certain things can happen. So, like, there definitely was a heavy I'm seeing crows, butterflies, a lot of spirit animals, heavy transformation, heavy spiritual awakening with you guys. But definitely in a year from now, I definitely pick up you guys are going to be in a different place, especially emotionally, energetically, like completely a different person. Okay, super open. This person dreams about you. You dream about them as well. You're like each other's wish fulfillments for sure. They hear songs that remind them of you, okay, vice versa. Someone could be, like, bilingual here, okay? I feel like you guys are very telepathic here, okay? I feel like the thing is, some of you guys also could have been love at first sight. And that felt very, like, there's just this energy here of, like, too good to be true. It's like, what do you mean? Like, I feel like some of you guys had a dream when you first met this person. Some of you guys got inkling that this was the person that you were meant to marry. But I just feel like there was this huge intuitive, it's like the divine did not leave you alone. This reading is a version of the divine not leaving you alone. But there was this intuitive nudge immediately. It happened with them too. But I feel like you played it off, or someone just played it off. Someone was like, no. And I feel like there was a really petty reaction with this too. There could have been really, really petty arguments. And I'm hearing the word petty. It's kind of like, because it brought you back to such a younger self, okay, and also showed you guys, like, emotionally how I feel like if you guys separated, the universe did this on purpose here, okay, so you guys could really purge. But I definitely feel like, you know, and I'm so sorry for this, but this person could have been, like, kind of mean. They could have blamed you for certain things, or, like, just in their head too, like, they could have just been just not super nice, but not because, and this may not help, but not because they didn't care, but because they did a lot. And this person honestly may have not been trying to marry for love, I gotta say. If this is a friend, like, this could have been the vibe alone type of people. This person low-key is like a little emo. Maybe you are too, like, they're the type of person, they were like, let me just fit my gender role, or let me just fit whatever and get by. There was a functioning depression here, and I pick up the same thing with you guys to a degree. It may have came out in your own way, but maybe you guys chose people that like subconsciously you knew that I'm never really gonna have to get that close with them. I'm never gonna have to get that deep, or I'm just like, I'm good alone. Like, I understand myself the best. And this is gonna be a big deal. It's a big jump. It's because you guys have not learned to feel safe in love. You have not learned to trust it. Okay, so there was heavy trust issues here. I feel like there definitely is this energy of like, I'm also picking up, be careful, especially if you guys don't know what's happening, be careful with making up ridiculous scenarios in your head. Okay, if you don't know for sure, like, do not make up painful scenarios in your head. Okay, because I do feel like, and you have to watch that, because with this person, their sensitivity, I'm hearing vulnerability and sensitivity will win, but like, you do have to check your ego here, especially if this is a friend, because maybe you guys might get super paranoid or like whatever. Express it, but also like, both of you guys are sensitive. Now, in no way am I not saying don't have boundaries and like be a pushover, but I definitely feel like vulnerability here, the more you can get into that emotional space, like even if it's like, sometimes I've literally told clients, like grown people, be like, it's okay to literally use the words, that hurt my feelings, you know, like it's okay to say, I didn't like that, I feel like that hurt my feelings. It's okay to say that, you know. It like took, like, my mom didn't even start saying those things until like she was like way older, you know, and that came from like a lot of healing we were doing as a family. But it's okay to do that. That's not emotional manipulation. Maybe you guys are afraid. Maybe there's this weird twisted understanding. Maybe growing up you weren't allowed to express your emotions. But if like, maybe you're afraid to be like emotionally manipulative, whatever. But it's like, no, like, we're all healing, we're all growing, we're all changing. Yes, you need to take steps to heal, but like, express it. And don't go get yourself in this mental complex space of like scenarios. Now, if you do have mental health, you know, if there are any mental health scenarios here, you know your story best. Okay, like anything around like bipolar or like schizophrenic, like, this is not, please take this how it resonates, you know, and like, please, you know, get the help you need here. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about, but I'm talking about if you're not, that was not diagnosed with you, you know, in that sense. Do not make scenarios in your head from a place of ego, okay, because you are afraid. I'm also hearing it's okay to cry, all right? In no way am I saying allow your emotions to drag you and everything and like, don't take care of your life, but I am saying that I think a big part of your life is getting in and healing that feminine energy, even for this person, even if it's a man, you know, in a sense, because I'm hearing the song Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars. It's not just about this person, but it is about the fact that your emotions, I'm seeing your sacral is just a key to life, and you have lived life so much out of a fear of feeling because you have learned that feeling is bad. Trigger warning, some of you guys could have went through a deep loss as well, a physical loss, and it's just kind of like you coped by just turning off because you're really afraid to feel. And you could go through these times of like not feeling at all and then these really drastic cries coming out here. But either way, I see a lot more balance. I see a lot more balance coming in a year. I see a renewed sense of self. You're going through a rebirth. This person is too, and you guys definitely are going to be able to really explore your inner children and your softness with each other. Just still slow growth because I'm seeing a tortoise, but it will pay off, okay? All right, guys. Love you so much, and I wish you the best on your soul journey. Bye.